This is how I made Tohru's tail from the anime Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Um, so I started off by just cutting some fabric into the shape of her tail. I actually definitely messed this part up. The tail ends up a little twisted. I ghetto cut my fabric, guys. I'm gonna do better now because of this situation though, because I did spend a lot of money on this fabric, and for the tail to come out twisted, I was a little bummed out about it. But I'm trying to be a little less psychotic about that sort of thing, and like my need for perfection when I've tried something a single time. I don't know where that came from, but we are rebuking that. So here I am cutting my fabric. I'm sure this is where I messed up somewhere. I was trying to make it so that it was fatter on the top part, and then obviously got a little bit skinny. But I think honestly my mistake is probably because instead of cutting the fabric from the middle like I knew I should have, I cut it from the side, from the end of the fabric, to try to basically use the whole fabric as opposed to cutting it down the middle so that it would have been 100% straight. I started it by using the edge to use all the fabric, and when I lined it up, I assumed that's the mistake. That has to be where I messed up. If that's where I messed up, people who cut fabric all the time, let me know. But surely that's where I messed up. But it's just a tail, so I just won't do it again. Next time, I'll cut the fabric the right way. But as you can see here, here's me just lining the fabric up. I had thought that I had cut the scale looking fabric to what I wanted it to look like, but again, I think I needed to have two diagonal pieces, not just have one straight edge. I do believe that's where I messed up. Um, but it's okay because it's just a tail, and all I had to do was flip it the right way that I wanted it to. But again, you'll see where I messed up later on. So to move forward, I then added a little bit of wire to the end piece of the tail just so that it would kind of stand up a little bit. It barely does, but I just kind of wanted it to be up, and you'll see in a second what I mean and what I was trying to do there. Like, as you can see, it kind of has a little bit of structure in there. I tried to use wire in the tail. It did not work. I wanted it to stand. It just was, again, mistakes were made, but it ended up still looking really cute. So this is just me. I hand sew a lot of my things just because I feel like if I mess up, I can make the change faster than if I used an actual sewing machine. But my sister has a sewing machine, so I should get over that and get over myself and start using it. But I just thought this end part of the tail came out so cute. Like, I thought it was like, honestly, it made me so happy. This part made me more happy than the entire tail. But as you can see, then I just did the whole thing. Like, I just sewed completely straight down. Um, and that's how it came out. Now it's a little stiff because again of that wiring that I kind of messed up. I wanted it to kind of like have a curl to it, but it just didn't work out. I didn't buy strong enough wire, which is something that, again, this is the first time I'm doing this, so my next time will be better. And this is me just beginning to stuff the tail and realizing that it is a little twisted, and on one hand I think it kind of looks a little cute twisted. Like, I feel like if I was trying to do that on purpose, like I purposely wanted the underside of my tail to show in a costume, like, how did I do it perfectly for that, but just not for the project that I did? So as you can see, it's starting a little bit twisted. I'm realizing that I messed up somewhere. I do kind of wish that I made it a little bit like more wide, but also it's a pretty large tail, so I guess I didn't really need to do that. Also, it would not stay on. I usually just pin my tails to me, and it just did not stay on. So I'm actually going to go in and attach this tail to a pink belt because Miss Kobayashi, Tohru, she has like this pink like bow around her, which is in the back of her outfit, which I put on the back of her on her tail, but it also has like a waist piece around, and you couldn't see mine because it was just a little ribbon, and I'm plus size, so it kind of just squished into my body. So I thought, why not get a pink belt and attach the tail to the belt. That way I don't have to worry about it falling off anymore. I could wear it out and it should be walkable. So I will update with that. But here is how it came out. Again, the twisted tail bothers me a lot, but I feel like if I just wanted it to look like that, it would have been perfect. And it's funny that I don't want it to be like that. But anyways, Tohru does have lines on the other underside of her tail. So I thought I kind of wanted those, and what I did was I just sewed like across the tail with like a couple pieces of thread, as you can see, just to kind of give that illusion of having those lines on the underside of her tail. And I thought it was a cute detail. I liked the detail. Not sure if I'll keep these. This was easy. This will be easy to remove if I don't love it. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but she does have it. So, and I am like having those little details, as you can see. And you can't really tell that the tail is twisted, but like in places like this, you can. But I do think that adding the belt and having it so that I can walk more easily will make me love this cosplay and be able to wear it for conventions if I ever wanted to. It is a little warm, so I probably won't ever do that. But yeah, as you can see, the tail is totally twisted right here. It makes me a little sad, but at the same time, it is not that big of a deal. And again, mistakes happen. I don't know why I have this perfectionist thing about me, but I need to stop, because I can always go back into a cosplay and make it even better. So that's what I'll just do from now on. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I can't wait to show you guys how it looks with the belt. I'm really excited to see if it'll actually work for like walking around and stuff too, because I do really like this cosplay. I also have a wig problem, but that's for another video. We need to fix the wig. The the little ponytail always falls out, so I think I need to figure out how to attach that so that it doesn't just fall out. But yeah, so this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Without you guys, there is no reason for me to even make these videos. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed.